One of my Igbo brothers attacked me recently using his comment. He said, News Post TV, I haven't heard you for a day speak passionately about Igbo land and Southeast. Never. You say P2B will not contribute anything and you don't like the behaviors of the Igbo elites. And look, stop saying you are Igbo. You are an Igbo man. News Post TV, you are a Tinubu diehard supporter but masquerading neutrality. So what he's saying is that I should stop saying I'm an Igbo man because I don't passionately speak concerning Biafra and issues concerning the Igbo people. I'm saying that P2B will not become president or will not do anything different. And I'm an APC or Tinubu diehard supporter that I'm masquerading. My brother, let me start with this question. If you're an Igbo person, you're watching me, let me ask you this question. Now, do you support the abolishment of state of origin? Do you support the abolishment? State of origin means Benjamin Kanu is proposing a bill saying that they should remove state of origin. For instance, you are an Igbo person living in Lagos State. If you are filling any form, they will ask you state of origin. You write either Abia State, Ebonyi, Anambra, Enugu, or Imo. But what Benjamin Kanu is saying that they should abolish state of origin. So as an Igbo man, if you have lived in Lagos for 10 years, you married a Lagosian or you were born in Lagos, you're automatically a Yoruba person. You're automatically from Lagos. So you said, I don't like the behavior of our Igbo elites. Let me start with the Igbo elites. Look at elements like Benjamin Kanu and the other Delta man, Ovie Omagege, I believe so, because they proposed this bill, removal of state of origin. Me, I'm not in support of One Nigeria because One Nigeria is a scam that these politicians are using to hold on to power. One Nigeria is a scam that they are using to oppress the Igbos. I'm rooting for restructuring. And I tell you the reality. I'm not emotional to come and tell you P2B will win. No. Look at the indices on ground. The last election, I supported Obi with my sweat, with everything. I campaigned for Obi the last election. But towards we were getting closer to the election date, I looked at some indices and I said, this Tinubu will win this election. I saw the indices, I saw some of the things that made me say so. I told people around me that Tinubu will win this election. As emotional as my Igbo brothers were, they were fighting me, they were asking me, I'm a sellout, I'm this, why will I say Tinubu will win? At the end of the day, he won the election. So it wasn't your emotion. Your emotion will not stop the things that would happen. There's a saying that says, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So it's not about emotionally saying, okay, I support P2B. P2B is going to be the next president of Nigeria. And there are no plans. There are no decisive. See, Tinubu and co, the kind of preparation they are preparing to return Tinubu 2027, even the Northerners are handicapped. Why will I support the Tinubu? Tinubu's government will not bring dividends to the masses, to the people. It will not bring dividends. Tinubu win the election does not mean I support the Tinubu. I'm telling you, see, it's going to benefit the elites. Even in Lagos, is building the Lekki Free Trade Zone. The Lekki Free Trade Zone and the buildings are not the investment. Most investments in VI are not really owned by Yoruba people. Most investments are owned by multinationals and Oyibos. Even the Lekki Free Trade Zone, a big man dead there. Both Igbo big man, Hausa big man, and Yoruba big man. At the end of the year, the masses will not benefit from Tinubu's administration. So, do you support abolishing state of origin? I spoke against abolishing state of origin. I'm coming. Because it is inserting One Nigeria and will destroy our heritage, our culture, our language, our history. It will destroy it. Have been asking for restructuring either through resource control, either through regionalism, or either through balkanization. That is the only system that works as we speak today. Because all these ones we are saying that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. My brother, it is negotiable. It is negotiable. I've been talking about the Southeast. Southeasterners, think home. If you have not been watching my broadcast, I've been saying it, think home. Some people are lost in saying that Lagos. My brother, Lagos is not your land. Lagos is not your ancestral home. You see, we are leaving home, and these Fulanis are going through the back, entering the bushes. Our parents are there, things are happening. I traveled. I went to my place. I went to do a survey of my place. I went inside the bushes. The next time I will travel, I'll do a video. I went and made sure that my village is not surrounded by what have you. We use drone. Some people are suggesting use drones. I look at the development. I look at some of the things we needed. Some of the investments needed in our village. I had to join an umunna, and we are deliberating on what to do. My brother, let's go back home and think on how we can develop. Lagos is not a no man's land. There's no land in the world that will ever be a no man's land. There are people that are occupying that place at a point in time. If you say the Benin people found Lagos, okay, that is then. What of now? Now Yoruba get them now. So it's not about emotion or talking about the Southeast. So should I talk about Biafra? When I started my broadcast, I started talking about Biafra. In fact, I did one of my posts and I said, Nnamdi Kanu must not die in prison. If Nnamdi Kanu dies in prison, you will now know that like Shore said, the hatred of Igbos is in the DNA of Nigeria. You now know that Igbo people are connected to Nnamdi Kanu being alive. Nnamdi Kanu, if you arrest us, all of us have been arrested, then you want to buy Nnamdi Kanu, all of us will join him. This is one of my videos that went viral. I spoke mostly about Biafra. I never supported autopilot, which is Mazi Samanekpa. I said about Samanekpa that some of the things he does, like journalism, your name must be on the news. So the good thing about Samanekpa is that he makes sure that Biafra, there is a conversation about Biafra from one time to another. I even said that Nnamdi Kanu, I support Nnamdi Kanu above Ojukwu. And Ojukwu fought the war. The same with Philip Effiong. Ojukwu left, handed over to Philip Effiong. Ojukwu came back to form a party, and that party, he wants to become the president of Nigeria. He got into politics. Look at Ojukwu's wife working under Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government. That's one of the reasons he has a comma. Although you can never talk about Biafra without mentioning Ojukwu, but he has a comma. The reasons why I am saying what I'm saying about Bola Ahmed Tinubu is that the restructuring will get us to a path whereby we will start deciding our future as separate entities in Nigeria. If you start restructuring today, if you start resource control today, then you will know. The Igbo people will now come together. Since every state is controlling their resources, people in that state, in the Southeast, they will come together to see how they can better the lives of their people. It is not somebody in Sokoto is coming to own oil well or gas deposit in my state, taking it and developing a certain region of the country. That is what I'm fighting for. I will not see about good governance, count Tinubu out of it in my own eyes. If he's playing the dirty game of restructuring, count him in. I am not emotional. I won't be emotional. So there is a video. I will not play that video now. I'll play it later. It is all over Twitter. It's all over Twitter. So this IPOB militia and whatsoever came out and said that some of these Biafran boys meet with politicians. They are the ones saying it with their mouth, though. Meet with politicians, and the politicians give them offer. And one of the politicians is Hope Uzodimma. He said it in a video, and that video went viral. I don't know whether you have watched the video. I'm reacting to your comment, Mr. I think Mr. Chika. Let me check the name, Mr. Chika. I'm reacting to your comment. Mr. Chima Kanu. We had Samanekpa propagating autopilot. I spoke against autopilot. You cannot run a movement that is on auto. A movement must have command and control. A movement must have ideologies, must have things that they need to do, they restrain. You cannot be. His explanation for autopilot a different thing. Now, look at the movement. After the arrest, incarceration, or he's somewhere in his house, whatever thing you agree with it, Samanekpa is not in the scene anymore. Look at how two groups, the Oragweze and Ogen Keri, the two people, split within 1 week, having issues with leadership within 1 week. And these are people that want to deliver Biafra as a country. These are people. We have intellectuals, Igbo intellectuals. The world is watching the autopilot group or Bergy group. Two groups are fighting each other. And these are people that should be respected and recognized when they present Biafra to the international community. You know, one thing about the crop of Igbo people we have today is that they are too emotional. That is why you go on Twitter, all these guys will now say one thing about you. You just are so emotional and you run overboard. No, we need to be tactic in our thinking and understand what we need to do. As a people, we need to start building from scratch and use our intelligence. When we want to do business as Igbo people, we have patience. We go through the ropes. We understand the systems of doing that business. But when it is time for politics, we are jumping up and down. We are not trying to be patient and go through the system, start building step by step. We are jumping. We are so aggressive. We are jumping here and there. At the end of the day, we have never achieved anything tangible with that kind of mentality. It is time to build an Igbo. And how do you build an Igbo? It's not for some of our leaders. You are proposing state of origin. You are thinking of one Nigeria. You're not thinking of uniting Igbos. You are thinking of one Nigeria. As what? Tinubu himself, look at the politics they are playing, Yoruba-led politics. The same thing that happened the time of Nnamdi, that he became, I don't use names on him, he became a personal non-grata in Igbo land. The Hausas under Ahmadu Bello, they are saying indigenization, Northerners first. Yorubas are saying Awarawa, we first. Only Nnamdi Azikiwe is saying Nigeria, Zik of Africa. At the end of the day, he failed woefully. We should not be repeating the mistakes of our forefathers. Change your attitude, change your life. You cannot be doing something over and over again and you get a different result. You will also get the same result. So I'm a passionate person about the Igbo people. I push for restructuring. I push for this current administration to make sure any administration whatsoever, the grip of Fulani is one of the reasons why Nnamdi Kanu will not be released. I tell people that this current Tinubu will release Nnamdi Kanu. The only time he can release Nnamdi Kanu is when Fulani wants to do any harm, want to change him for him. He's sending a message clear that this is my 8 years. I will complete my 8 years. Nobody will stop me. Those guys are saying no. Your moves, we don't like it. We see that you are trying to restructure. You are trying to divide not. You are giving middle belt prominence. We see what you are doing. They say no. The only time you can see a Tinubu, that is my opinion, release a mass Nnamdi Kanu is when these Northerners, this Fulani-led Northern Nigeria, wants to change it for Tinubu. Tinubu, in his own interest, would not want to release a Nnamdi Kanu. See, let's tell ourselves the truth. Samanekpa has said a lot of things. We have armies here, we have tankers here, we have millions of this here, millions of that here, we have this, that here. We have a lot of things. Some things will happen. Samanekpa will say, I take responsibility of the killings. Samanekpa is going to be standing before a judge in Finland. And some people will just believe that everybody will be so stupid. Samanekpa is not more than, it's not Biafra more than I. Nobody is more Biafran than the other person. Nobody is more Biafran. I still stand it with Mas Nnamdi Kanu till tomorrow. The video exposes that some of these boys, whether DOS or autopilot, are meeting with politicians. We are all fighting towards Biafra. You are meeting with politicians to secure a deal to fight yourself. Who betrayed Nnamdi Kanu? Is it me? Is it not the same people that are running the IPOB and all have you? The same Igbo politicians? Why should I be happy? Why should I be building Biafra with this same set of people that have shown me that they are saboteurs? Why should I be building Biafra with this same set of people that are saboteurs, that have shown that they don't have no... See, it is an eyesore that after Sabotage is being incarcerated whatsoever, within 1 week, autopilot, they just split, and you can see how they are posting online. You are washing your dirty linens. I don't know how some of us think. You are washing your dirty linens in the public. Somebody will come and comment and tell me that this thing about Biafra, I don't understand. My brother, don't let us have problem. I don't understand this thing about Biafra. I don't understand. We don't understand. The people that understand, after 1 week of their leaders absent, they split into two. This one will abuse this. You are a thief, you are that, you are this, you are that. You bring it online. And people, Igbo men, people well established, elders in Igbo land will sit down and look at this thing. And you think that these international organizations will carry their... See, it is your money for lobby they are collecting. You donate millions of naira to pay the lobbies, to help you lobby. They are chopping your money. They go meet you, go and meet Nigerian government. The same US, United States, the same people that you think that look at France and co, that doesn't want Africa to even survive at all in any which way. And the people you are banking on, as much as you are banking on. My brother, let's tell ourselves the truth. P2B, let's talk about politics. P2B has said that Biafra is dead. P2B that you are talking about. So he's out of the equation. Anything Nigeria, me are not dead. Because Nigeria, when you look at it critically, this current system would not work. I don't want to know how it runs. If let them bring down... See, I don't want to know how it is. The components in this current system would not want to allow it to work. I've said it, people have agenda. The Southwest want to use Nigeria and jump Nigeria. The North have a different agenda. The Southeast are there. How would the Nigeria work? Are you in a dysfunctional society where Tinubu is the commander-in-chief, whereby an INEC can switch off something during an election, whereby some people can come and lie on TV, whereby the people are impoverished, the rights of the people are taken away, and nothing happen. Okay, for instance, talk about Ebola. Look at what happened in Hamufu, Enugu State. The governor has not said anything about it. What should I say? What should I say? They have taken Sabotage out of the equation. IPOB is no more there. They have taken Nnamdi out of the equation, Sabotage out of the equation, and people that are supposed to show example, they are just running up and down, just disgracing some of us that are intellectuals in Igbo land. We are talking about how we can build Igbo land, keep on building, not destroying. We need to have, I don't want to say some things on camera, but when you have people that learn their language in Igbo land, they marry, they have children, the children cannot inherit that language. Are you not destroying the language, culture, and heritage of that nation? Most of our people cannot speak young language. I understand Igbo language. I can speak 30%, 30-40%. Kudos to, I was born in Lagos and they didn't really speak that language. So I can't help it at that point. And I'm learning. And I see that as a concern. This is what we need to build. The next generation need to carry on the mantle, understand the history of the Igbo people, know the mistakes that we have done, tell ourselves the truth, and start building. That's what we need to do at this point in time. Your leaders, because of some money they give to them, they want to abolish state of origin so that some people will just be lost forever in Yoruba land or in other places. In the north, some people will just be lost. They cannot identify with their roots. So what more do you want me to speak about the Igbo people? My brother, I've looked at it critically. What I can tell you about Igbo is that Igbos are a people that cannot be crushed. Igbo, they have a blood that flows in them. That blood is always speaking. There will be a day that Nnamdi Kanu will be released. If Nnamdi Kanu is released, we cannot chart a way forward for Igbo land. But with this set of people you see around you, this set of people, elements you see around you, my brother, these people, they can sell the Biafra for penny. Should be one lawyer that was eventually kicked off representing Nnamdi Kanu, they collect contract from Imo State government. When I go on the street and I tell people that, I tell some of my brothers this bitter truth. They'll say, who are you? You're not Igbo, you're not this. They cannot stand me. When we start talking about things about Biafra, I do my research. I speak to people knowledgeable. I do interviews. They'll just sit down there. They just believe that sitting down there will make them know about Biafra. See, let's not deceive ourselves. The problem is we need to find a way to build Igbo land and make sure we flush all these elements out of Igbo land. The generation that is coming needs to understand what they need to do and have an agenda and push for that agenda. If we are united, we push for a sovereign state, and that sovereign state will achieve. But under this current ordinary IPOB, we have like 3 factions. Ordinary inside Belgium or Autopilot, we have like 2 factions. How do you want to achieve? See, my brother, God help us in Biafra.